Hi, and welcome to Seek This Week. This month, the Ethical Society explores communication as part of our Examined Life series, and it's a topic I've been thinking a lot about. You see, fall is my favorite season, and it's definitely upon us. In any other year, I'd be having friends over, gathered around the fire pit, or we'd be bundled up and pumpkin picking, or enjoying the changing color over brunch in Forest Park. I'd be totally communicationed out. But this year is different, and the last 10 days or so have been especially unique. News has been breaking fast and furious, and the election's approaching. I don't know about you, but on top of the normal information flood I get from social media, I'm actually glued to my phone screen and the news way more than usual. I'm a knowledge is power kind of person, and I just can't stop consuming media, and pretty much all the media out there right now is anxiety-inducing, and I feel just really disconnected from my own personal world and the people I know and love. This happens to everyone from time to time, even in the best of circumstances. But it's happening to more and more people during the pandemic. So much so that it's earned its own name, Doomscrolling. Doomscrolling is the act of endlessly scrolling through your news apps or Twitter or your other social media and just absorbing all that bad news. It's been proven to lead to heightened fear, anxiety, and stress. Psychologists theorize that the desire to doom scroll is an evolutionary habit. Humans like to familiarize themselves with danger in order to gain a sense of preparedness and control. Unfortunately, doom scrolling has worsened during the pandemic because we're now hypervigilant for danger, and we're more likely to seek information in hopes of finding a way to control and contain the problem. Something as large scale as the pandemic just exacerbates these habits. So between that and the precarious situation the government is in right now, there is no shortage of doomsday news. For some, doom scrolling becomes an unsatisfying addiction that promises safety and security and certainty when in fact, the quickly changing news provides the exact opposite. All that information can cause a constant low-level panic it's hard to peel yourself away from. But Kat, you may say, isn't your program about kids? Kids aren't doom scrolling. You'd be surprised. Kids of all ages are getting what I'm calling secondhand scrolling, which is when they overhear grown-ups talking about the day's events or when they catch what's being said on the TV news. And our older kids, they're sometimes getting news faster and at higher volumes than the adults are via apps like TikTok. 15-year-old Claudia Conway, she's the daughter of White House counselor Kellyanne Conway, she broke the news of her mom's COVID diagnosis on her TikTok account. I heard it there about a half hour before I saw it on national news. Current events aren't just for grown-ups anymore. So what can we do? Staying up to date's important. We, as engaged citizens, have to know what's going on, but we don't have to drown in it. Give yourself a time limit on scrolling the news, and when 5 or 10 minutes is over, stand up and walk away from your device. Just because it feels like there's new developments happening globally every second, it doesn't mean that your day-to-day existence has stopped. You still have other things to do, and your life is still important. Re-engage your mind with what's happening in your immediate area. Make the conscious effort to step away from your device more often and for longer periods of time. Reconnect with your most local news, the people you personally know and care for. And that brings us to our Seek Quest of the week. Who haven't you seen in a while? Who do you miss? When you have an answer to those questions, get out your pen and paper and get to work on a handwritten letter. It can be long or short, profound or silly or cathartic. It's all about you getting back into your headspace. We're so used to firing off emails and texts without a thought. Sitting down to write a letter to people you care about is a great excuse to get away from your screens for a while and get back in touch with your own personal reality. Plus, your stamp purchase helps the struggling post office. And who doesn't love getting mail that's not a bill or junk? This is a win-win-win. I'm writing to my cousin by chance, best friend by choice, Anna. I picked up these great spooky stamps and I'm gonna throw in some of these glitter stars so she can reward herself when she makes it through another day of these crazy times. Let me know who you write to, what you send, and why you chose them by checking out our pages on the Ethical Society website or emailing seek@ethicalstl.org. As always, this quest is open to all ages. I'd love to hear where your letters go, so stretch your fingers and your minds and get writing. Until next week, take care of yourself inside and out. We couldn't do this without you.